You. Yes. You. All of you. Your chaos and your madness. Your foolish nonsense. Your fearless magic. You are welcome here. Your passion and your eros. Your red fever dreams. Your resistance. Your doubt. Your power, wild and uncontained. You. Yes. You. Your fist of rage. Your bottomless grief. Your heartbreak bursting out at the seams, spilling out in messy floods of inconvenient feelings. Yeah. You. Yes. You. Your oceans of confusion. Your terror running deep. Your river of longing. Your precious illusions. Even if it makes you look foolish, even if it makes you go mad, all of you is welcome here.
So I'm curious, what comes up for you when you hear that?
It's like all is welcome. All is welcome. All the fucked upness, all of the beauty, uh all of the everything, and it's all accepted
Yeah,
and it's all valid.
yeah.
How about you?
I love all of that. And it reminds me that everything, there's this theme of perfectionism, and it's the imperfect is the perfect. It's like, is the new perfect. It's like, it's the authenticity, the realness, the rawness, the what was once perceived as wrong doesn't get exiled or shamed. It's like everything just is.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. I love all of that. All right. Well, welcome, beautiful beings. My name is Brittany, and a little bit about me is I do quantum transformation. So I'm here to support individuals that are desiring to create a life aligned with their soul. I do this through individual sessions, one-on-ones, also through group facilitations, as well as sacred retreats. So if you're interested in stepping into the life that you truly desire to create and live a pleasurable experience where we are no longer looping karmic patterns in our life, and we are actually in alignment to create what's true for us and our soul in this beautiful human experience. And I will hand it over to my beautiful sister, Stephanie.
I am Stephanie, and I am the creator of Quantum Soul Coaching. And I do one on one sessions in person. I assist others who are ready to fully transition and embody their new earth frequency. What does that even mean? That means that they are ready to step into their true self, their true authentic self. And through that, we all create the new earth. I also do this online, one on one sessions, as well as I create alchemical art activations. Those are really fun. They're my creations where I infuse my medicine, my light codes, and they are there to activate soul remembrance, soul integration, and soul embodiment. Let's just talk about what we're maybe experiencing internally and witnessing.
That was an interesting one as well, right? Distraction, irritation,
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, this
because you
is
said
part of it.
distracted also, and I've
Yeah.
also. Mhm.
Yes.
That's part of it. Okay.
That's all. I mean, isn't that always a thing though? Like, are you gonna allow yourself to get distracted? Are you gonna stay focused? And what is distraction anyways? Because maybe that was required and it wasn't. We perceive it as a distraction, but it's actually just like a little reset.
But our brain is computing it as
Yeah, yeah.
it's like, ugh, yeah. All right. Sorry, I had to think about that one for a minute. Hmm.
Yeah, we're like retraining ourselves to be fully in the experience of what it is to be on Earth, right? And it's like All of it is welcome.
It is all welcome. It's all accepted.
Yeah.
It's just, are we letting it disrupt our system is the biggest thing.
Totally, totally. And that's part of the integrity piece that I was speaking with you earlier is yes, there's so many multifaceted essences or perspectives of integrity. There is the very like human lens of do the quote unquote right thing when even when no one's looking. But there's also like, are you allowing your field to split, to separate? Because when you do that, you allow things in, part of your energy leaks out, and then you have to do cleanup work. And that even the cleanup work is part of integrity because when you are aware that part of you or you've allowed a not self in or part of yourself has separated, then getting back into intact
Mhm.
tactfulness.
I'm getting coming back to wholeness, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And I liked your definition of what you said earlier on integrity. I think it was around coming back to wholeness was the ultimate thing, or acting in a level of integrity and wholeness. And I'm getting solidarity in who you are.
yes, yes.
And
All of that. It's taking accountability for all layers and levels of self in how in all perspective lenses, like how you think, how you feel, how you act. But even more than that, are you calling your energy back into self? Like just like what I just did when I started to question myself. It's like, am I going to allow that to run the show and then just allow my mind to separate, or am I going to call myself back into presence and be like, hey, no, this is happening how it's meant to,
mhm.
and trusting that as divine conduits, this is God's source creator speaking through us. Ooh, we just got deep there.
Mhm. That was beautiful, beautiful. And it, even as you were sharing it, it brought me back to the authenticity piece, right? And how we started this is
Yeah,
it was all is welcome. And so I know for me and some of the things that we had talked about that was coming up in my world was around self-righteous anger
yeah,
and how for such a long period of time I've always denied a lot of my emotions, and that always took the back seat because I needed to operate at the highest expression, and so how we can easily deny our human expression, our human experience, and our authenticity and integrity in our human, allowing our emotions to be valid, that even righteous anger is holy, all is welcome. And all of it is guiding us back to, I got all the chills, all of it's guiding us back to who we truly are, not just on the multi-dimensional aspects of ourselves. I know as quantum healers, like we are always in the field or we're facilitating individuals to accelerate their healing and accelerate their growth. And also, how are we embodying this in our human experience as well? How are we honoring the human and allowing ourselves to play in this reality, you know?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Making it fun. And like, what I'm getting is you're speaking about self-righteous rage. Those rage rooms is what's coming to mind. Making like because it's not the feeling of the rage actually is a healthy way of expressing it and doing it in a healthy environment. But it's the denial of it or the avoidance of it allows gaps in your field, and that's where integrity comes back into play.
And so I feel like we were tuning in to what would be most beneficial to talk about. And it's all of these pieces that we're moving through collectively. And I'm even feeling called to share, like, we are at a major completion point. So if you have a lot of stuff coming up right now, like, it's all valid, it's
Yeah.
all honored. It's how can we integrate it and how can we receive from these experiences in our human reality and allow it to all be accepted.
So when you say, I love that you say it's a time for integration because that is so true and that is so current in my experience and my human like rebel self, which is welcome here. She's like, well, what does that even mean? Well, what that means is weaving it into your daily experience, taking this massive, if you've been on an acceleration phase, taking that acceleration phase and everything you've received and weaving it into your daily life.
Mhm.
your mundane, your human experience.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
making that fun, getting creative with that, because like we're here to create. Well, I'm here to create, you're here to
Mhm.
create.
Hey, creator beings, here we go. Beautiful. Another thing, another energy signature that we were feeling was about compassion. And I think what came up for me with the self-righteous anger, and I even just speaking honestly, I was like, is this a superiority complex? And how society, even for feminine, even for women, the times that we have been treated injusticely in our experience and we were silent. And so I feel like there's a lot coming up with my throat around all of those pieces because I opened Pandora's box and I saw all the experiences where I stayed silent because I felt like my rage was not acceptable in
Suppressed too.
society. Yes, and my heart is feeling it as I'm saying it, like big time. My heart, the grief of the injustices. And so when we were talking about this, like compassion and forgiveness came up. It was a great neutralizer, but also giving forgiveness, understanding that other individuals are also going through a human experience as well, and even honoring other individuals' human experiences, but also validating that I don't have to be a part of it. Not everybody gets a seat at the table. This has been coming up for me too, is like when we've done a massive level of work on ourselves, not everybody is doing the level of work that you are doing, that we are doing, that each of us individually is doing, and understanding that not everybody deserves a seat at the table and validating and acknowledging that piece in ourselves as well.
Yeah, yeah, that ties back into integrity and sovereignty. It's a choice. Everything's a choice, and we get to choose who we want in our experience. And it doesn't make us right or them wrong or vice versa, right? It just is what it is. All is welcome through your sovereign choosing.
And even as you're saying that too, I feel like this is coming up with that completion piece, right? And I know this came up the other day too, is like as we're coming up to completions, the relationships, the certain aspects of our experience are coming to a close. And energetically, you could feel your energetic receding from that old state of being, that old role or responsibility you held to individuals. Like you're shifting your identity, your also solidification is what's coming through for me right now, the solidification of the individual that you are becoming or being. And so I'm going to bring in the pendulum that we were talking about. If it feels like you're going back and forth, it's because you're dancing between what was and what is right now, and who you were and who you are becoming. Because even in our physical experience, individuals that are not prepared for our adjustments and who we are shifting into and our human, back to the human, we can have so many attachments to hold on to the things that once were because they're comfortable, because we know them, because it's predictable. And when we're guided to shift, the individuals in our experience are not quite sure what to do with our new self. They want to hold on, and yet we are feeling like our pull and our direction and our energy is going in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so true. I feel like I personally needed to hear that. So thank you very
Yeah.
much for that. And also, what I was seeing as you were speaking, if you want to fully step into who you are divinely designed to be, then it requires you to create space for that. And part
Mhm.
of creating space is to recognize when a dynamic, when a identity, or when a relationship is complete, you step away and you create that space.
Mhm.
It's for contribution to yourself, to the other, and to the all.
Beautiful. That was so true because when we actually create space for a direction that we're going, even if we don't have all the fine details, right? We're all in this human experience, and some things are kept a secret from us, from by ourselves until the unfolding is ready to happen. And I've gotten that a few times, and it's like, quit trying to look for it, quit trying to find it. You just have to experience it by going through it. And with that, is when we are releasing the things in our experience that are no longer aligned, it actually, like you said, it creates space for the things that are aligned. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, it's just transformed. And
Totally.
when we are releasing those things that have been holding up space in our life that are no longer aligned, we are preventing the new to actually come in. And what I'm seeing right now, and I'm just going to share on that, is it's so new fruit can bear. I'm seeing like a tree, right? And when we go in and we trim all the dead branches, the leaves, the things that are not actually contributing to the tree's growth, when we trim that all up and we do the cleaning, it allows for all of the new fruit to bear for what's coming for us, for what's in our next season.
That's so beautiful. You know, there was a time last year where we had our trees trimmed, and the trimmings, you can gift blessings out. So like they use that for mulch. So I encoded those trimmings with golden blessings. So it's like even though you're releasing my point is, even though you're releasing something, you can release with blessings so that it's blessing who else it's meant to connect with.
I love that. It's so true, right? It's so true. It's just sometimes from the human lens, we have a harder time with change.
Yeah.
But yeah, honoring the human in all
Yeah.
of
All her fun resistance. Okay, so with all of that, let's just take some deep breaths. So breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, holding at the top, allowing the cells to vibrate in coherence. Breathing out. And one more, breathing in, holding at the top, allowing your field to fully receive and integrate all that is true for you, and breathing out. And so we just want to gently remind you that we have a amazing, powerful, potent retreat coming up this July. It is in Utah. It is called the Golden Solar Goddess Retrieval.
We are so excited to offer this to all of the beautiful goddesses out there, wherever you are at on your journey. And if you are not in full coherence with the goddess of your own archetype right now, all beautiful, we are offering this to the divine feminine, the feminine expression, all of your human. And just as we started this, it's bringing all of you and your authenticity to this experience and opening it up so we can activate our enlightened goddess, so we can embody and do the pieces in sacred sisterhood together as we move through various initiations on this beautiful sacred ceremony in Utah. And so we are really excited to be holding space for this and to be inviting all of the beautiful sisters that are feeling in resonance and in tune to this experience and the exciting transformation that's going to happen for everyone. And what this means on a larger scale of the goddess returning to the sacred earth. And so we're really excited about this.
Yes, yes, we're so excited. Thank you for all of that. That was amazing and beautiful. If that feels true to your sacred heart, then we invite you to book your call to see if this retreat is a yes for you. And before the retreat, we are offering a special rate of $1,000 off if you book before the end of March. And beginning on the portal days, starting in April, May, and June, we are doing preparation calls. So we will do powerful, potent portal calls.
So these preparation calls will allow us to harmonize with the sisters that are going to be joining us as we journey in Utah, and we're working with the sacred land. So this will be a beautiful opportunity to extend your bandwidth and frequency, your state of consciousness, and allow the integration to begin prior to our arrival in Utah so we can begin the beautiful journey into this experience.
And so if you are feeling called to fully step into your sacred sacred leadership to fully embody your divine feminine, your goddess archetype, to fully step into the authentic expression of who you are divinely designed to be, then beautiful divine feminine, we invite you to join us in Utah.
So, beautiful divine sisters, if you are feeling the pull in your sacred heart that this sacred goddess retrieval will be an experience of growth and expansion, and you are ready to embody your goddess in all her authenticity and magic and medicine, then we just invite you to check the description below this video so you can book your call with both Stephanie and I so we can tap into the energies and the frequencies that are going to support you on this beautiful journey. Please feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. And with that, beautiful, beautiful beings, we are sending you so much love.